allowing yourself to be an extension of who you really are, so you're flowing with who you really are, or whether you've pinched yourself off from that and you are temporarily, sort of by your own choice, usually not meaning to do it, but by default, holding yourself out raw and ragged, not connected in the way that you could be to this replenishing, revitalizing, always being offered to you source energy. Find a way to be a vibrational match to what you're asking for. Talk about it in ways that help you believe it. It's such a perfect system. You knew it when you came. Life is supposed to feel really good to you. You're supposed to be having a really good time. And when you think about it, you have the energy that creates worlds at your back, flowing to you and through you for the creation and accomplishment of anything that matters to you. If you don't feel loved, it's only because you've not practiced allowing yourself to feel loved. And it's usually because you learned it from somebody else who was pinched off from source in the moment and looking at you and not loving you, and making you feel the way you felt when someone who doesn't love you is looking at you. But cut it out. Don't look there anymore. Do your desires still feel good to you? Do they enliven you? Are you excited about them or happy about them? If when you think about your desire you feel discouraged, then you're not keeping up with it. In fact, you're hindering it. If you are worried about it, you're hindering it. When you've wanted something for a while, a long while, and it hasn't come to fruition yet, sometimes it's difficult for you to remain enthusiastic about it because you are faced with the reality of its absence, or its seeming absence. It's not really absent, it just hasn't matured all the way into the physical realization. But it is on the way. But if you take score while it's on the way, because it hasn't yet manifested into something that you and others can see and hear and smell and taste and touch, then as you look at the absence of that full manifestation, you offer the contradictory vibration about it, and you don't let it continue to evolve in the way it would if you weren't doing that thing you do that is slowing it down. There is a vibrational reality that happens before anything comes into manifestation. And you have the ability to know about it, even though you can't use your physical senses. You have to use your solar plexus. You have to use your emotional senses. You have to feel it, even though you can't yet see it. And what we mean by that is, it's a vibrational reality that is known by the broader part of you. And we want you to realize that there is a vibrational reality that, if you will come to recognize it by the way it feels, and if you will take note of the way you feel when you think about it, and you will know that when you're feeling good and thinking about it, that you are allowing it, then you can, and only then can you, be joyful in this ever-evolving, ever-changing, ever-expanding life that you are about. If you want something, and you look right now and you don't see it, and you talk more about what you're not seeing than about what's coming, you just slow everything way, way, way down, and then you get a distorted view of how all of this works. So we ask you to come with us into the vibrational reality or awareness that we know, because that is the platform from which all things come. You're a vibrational being while you may not fully recognize it. You were vibration and you were source energy before you came into this physical body. And the larger part of you still is. What many of you don't realize is that when the desire radiates from you, it matters a lot, because the basis of your new reality is being formed by those vibrational broadcasts. So you are broadcasting these vibrational desires, and they are being gathered by law of attraction and tended by that larger non-physical part of you that remains non-physically focused even though you're here in this body. Some of you call that your soul or your source. We refer to it as your inner being. But that non-physical part of you tends this ever-evolving, ever-expanding, ever-changing, ever-becoming you. So there is a vibrational you that has been accomplished by you, And then there's the physical you that's somewhere along the way of allowing what you've accomplished to be fully realized. But you've got to be the one who realizes it. You've got to get yourself in a vibrational place of expectation. In other words, you can't continue to say, it isn't coming, or it's hard, or it's been too long in coming, or I don't think it's coming, or I don't see it, where is it, or I've been looking for it for a long time and it's still not here, and I'm not the only one, others like me don't see it either, and we really want it to come even though it hasn't come. You can't talk like that without preventing it from moving forward. In other words, you can't talk like that and get into what you must be in, the receiving mode or the receptive mode, in order for you to be the realizer of it. Your inner being is giving you constant clues about how to get you from where you are to where you want to be, along what we've been calling your path of least resistance. Your inner being is giving you these clues all the time. And we want you to know that the path of least resistance means the easiest way for you to get to what you want, given the beliefs that you have about it. That's what path of least resistance means. That's all that path of least resistance means. The path by which you will get to what you want, moving over and under and around and through the resistance that is on your trail that you have put there, that you continue to put there every day. Because resistance that you put there last year and the year before and the year before that is not hindering you unless you're renewing it with today's comments. That stuff will just dissolve. It will just cease to be relevant to your experience unless you keep it activated by your scrutiny of what's come about. How it really works is, this is a vibrational universe. And if you will accept your place as a vibrational being, and you will acknowledge that your emotions let you know something really important. They let you know the relationship between the opinion that your source has about you and your desire right now, and the opinion that you have about you and your desire right now. In other words, if you say, if you feel, if you mean, oh, it's on the way and I'm so happy, that exhilaration that you feel is because that's exactly the way your inner being feels about it. But if you are feeling discouraged as you say, this is taking so long and I don't think it's ever going to get here, that very discouragement is the emotional indicator of the vibrational variance between your thought about this and your inner being's thought about this. The way you feel is the way you mold your vibrational energies into alignment with your own desires. And when you're in alignment with your desires are manifesting. The trail is lighting up. You can see your way along the way. There's a vibrational reality that exists, so your desire is in your vortex. And law of attraction is responding to your desire. Because once anything is set into motion, law of attraction gathers the cooperative components. So your desire is in a state of becoming, even though you may not be at the vibrational belief yet, to allow yourself to see it. It's still in the state of becoming. So eventually, your desire becomes large enough, enough momentum, fully formed enough, that if you are in the vibrational vicinity of it, you can catch a glimpse of it. An idea will occur to you. You'll say, oh, I just got the best idea. And what that means when that happens to you is you were in the receptive mode and you caught a full glimpse of what your vortex is revealing to you. It's been revealing it to you all along, but you weren't in the vibrational place where you realized it. But when you got that idea, ooh, you were right there. But it was usually quite short-lived because you're not consistent usually in the beginning of allowing yourself to really know that. After all, if you really knew it, it would already be. And so it's in the process of becoming. But once you catch that glimpse of that, that means that this vibration that you have given birth to, the source and law of attraction have tended to, that has grown and gained enough momentum that it will be a reality. Once that idea occurs to you, and it is a glimpse of a realization in your mind, I know that I want this. We want you to know it's a sure thing from then on. It's a sure thing because once it's come to that, it will gradually and steadily move to the full manifested version of it. And that's the sweet spot that you all came to live in.
Wow. Thank you so much, Abraham Hicks, for that wonderful insight. I mean, that was so perfectly stated. So perfectly stated. I hope that you really, really got the message that was coming forth about all the control and power that we do have over the things that we can and will manifest in our lives, as long as we do not contradict it and cut off what's already in the process. We have to just know that what we believe in is coming forth. It's already on its way. Wow, that was just amazing. I feel ready to produce great things today. And I really hope that you feel the same. Please join us at www.balancedchakra.com for more insight, updates, share your knowledge, share your insight. If there's a way that you feel that you could connect with us and really help the world evolve, please send a message on the contact on that website and we will be in touch. The way to spell that is BALANCED, Balanced Chakra, CHAKRA.com. We're so glad that you joined us here today on Chakra Light Radio. Make it a balanced day. Peace. Nature.